I am not sure if you're aware that I produce, sang, and play guitar on my very own production for religious songs when I was 15 years old.
Oh my God, I love
that
this.
Was cassette with my graphic on the front and my picture on the other front, because it was two fronts, because I couldn't decide what I love more. And everybody hated me because I was so focused on being great and professional, and they just wanted to have fun. Hello, everybody, and welcome in the next episode of Kardamom and Chili.
Hello. Nice to have you all back, and welcome to our new listeners. And that was already a taste of what's going on behind the scenes, because I pressed record before we finished talking.
Thankfully to me, she didn't press the button when I was singing. Really poor impression of Elvis Presley. But anyway.
It took me by surprise, that's all, because I never, Vera and I, we are friends for several years now. And only recently, when we watched a musical together, The Little Shop of Horrors, which I introduced to her, we went on a road trip where we were listening to, what's it called?
The Wicked music.
Yeah. Which has great music. And all of a sudden I hear my friend singing with the songs, and full-heartedly, it's like, what the heck is going on? And she's really amazing. So that's something, after more than 2 years discovering that your friend can actually sing, because we never did it. I think we just listened to the wrong music on our road trips.
So it was just a good day, I would say. Well, I can say I'm a person of the many talents. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And mystery.
That's very true.
I was hoping they would say, no, never.
You're speaking with me.
No.
Why would you hope for something like this when you speak with me?
Anyway. How do you enjoying summer holiday this time?
Working. So I have blocked time off next week, because someone with whom I spoke, she asked me, when are you going on holidays? And I was like, oops. I've totally forgotten about that. Totally forgotten to block something out in my calendar. So I had no call yet at that point. So I blocked it out. And no, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I haven't planned for any holiday. So maybe I'm just diving into Skyrim again, or some other related stuff, or whatever. I have no clue.
And I'm not sure, are we calling this episode We Have No Clue?
Maybe a German word like, hä?
That is also not true, because we do have quite something to discuss. And yeah.
Then tell us, what do we have to discuss today?
That's the point. We don't have to. We shouldn't. We only want to, and we like to.
Yes, that is very true.
So we had this conversation behind the scenes, which led to my interesting intro. But we were talking about what we should do or we shouldn't, and about perception. And we thought it's going to be great for podcast, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you should or you shouldn't. It's more important what you want to do and what you like to do, isn't it?
Yeah. And what makes you happy.
And what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Although don't say that to me, because I then go for the, road trips 2 months, and that's going to be it.
Come on, you are so in love with your photography. That is something that's in your genes. Like my geekiness is in my genes. So
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, I will go on the road trip and will take photographs. Yeah, that's true. That's I guess that there's no doubt about this part.
Yeah.
And you've seen me once when I didn't get camera, because I decided I will have time off, and that wasn't really good. for my mental health.
That was one of the most amazing days I ever had at the seaside. And
that was amazing indeed.
And there was an atmosphere which maybe happens only once in a lifetime. And Vera didn't have her camera, and I don't know how often she said, I don't have my camera. I don't have the one time I didn't bring my camera. I wish I would have my camera. I love this so much, but it's so relatable.
So good impression of me. Thanks, darling. Well, yeah, that is true. But sometimes I really try to have break free and don't take photographs. And well, it works sometimes. But this day, that wasn't the decision to not bring the camera.
Mm-hmm. But having been together with you for quite a while and seeing you doing stuff, you are one of those who takes photos and still enjoys their surroundings without being distracted by the photos. Because we actually spoke about this in a group last week, where we missed out on so many things when we were on trips, not you and me, at the group in which I was, because we were constantly taking photos instead of enjoying the moment, instead of enjoying what we see. So you still have this conscious approach of just taking in the scenery and making 1, 2, 3 photos and have a balance there.
Most of the times. But I guess that it's actually quite interesting you said that. It's a bit based on who I am as a photographer. The thing is, I am professional photographer.
Oh, really?
Surprise. But I also love taking photographs. And always was, always will be, hopefully. It gives me really pure joy. The situation you describe, it keeps me sane. Getting camera, it's like, that's my thing. When in trouble, go take photographs. When in doubts, go for a walk, take photographs. Yesterday, I was on a walk and I spent about 30 minutes chasing bumblebees.
Oh.
Because I decided that if I zoom in enough, and I didn't have a macro lens with me, but if I zoom enough and I will be patient enough, I could make really nice framed photo with bumblebee posing and flying and everything. Took me 45 minutes and I hated my life. An idea. But I was in it. I was just in it. Nothing was stopping me. And I actually have quite cool photo eventually. So in that sense, it's a curse, really. But it helps me. That's my meditation.
So your photography is A, what makes you happy, and B, is literally changing your perspective.
Yes. It also, it's much more. It's way of living, really. It's way of seeing things. And not saying that I see word in photographs, because it's not exactly like that. Sometimes I do see word in the video films. No kidding. But it's true. And I guess it's the same with the part when I do work with customers, that you've got the feeling first. Well, I've got the feeling first, I should say. There's the feeling how the actual photograph should appear. And when it's materialized, it's the best option. It's never other way around. The best photographs I took in my personal life, in my professional life are the same thing. There's this feeling about how this person, thing, situation should feel. And then you're looking for the actual feeling within your knowledge and your tools. And this is it, really?
Did you just spill the beans about your biggest secret?
It's all right. Thankfully, every single person have a different feelings. That's all right.
Yeah. Every one of us is utterly unique.
Yeah. The truth is, that's for me what the magic is. And that's my magic. I like... It's quite funny because I was thinking about it as well recently, that I want people be my partners when we do create their photography. I want people to tell me who they are and let me know them. Then I can search for that feeling for them. That's why I am not really interested with, oh, give me your quote, or tell me how much it's gonna be, or, oh, that's just one photo. Yes, I can do it. And again, if my gut feeling tells me, yeah, this person needs your help, I'll do it. In the world when we can create really fantastic things with your smartphones, with your artificial intelligence, I love it. The only thing which gonna be really real, it's you, as you are. That's my mission, that's my vision, that's my passion, to help people be genuine and authentic and show the best versions of themselves without artificial manipulation, without adding, without changing, without creating stuff which is not here.
Yeah.
Because then they can go to the machines and machines can create things for them.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. It's when you show up on a photo because you think you have to wear a suit, and you show up in a suit to a photo shoot because you think you have to wear a suit, but it actually doesn't suit you. Nice wordplay there. It lets you feel inauthentic because it's not you. When someone comes to you with a huge makeup and hair that they have never worn before, you will see and feel all their insecurity with this because it's not them. So you tickle out the real authentic self of people and things. Because when you took, I'm thinking of something, I'm drawing and painting, and I had hired Vera to take photos so I can put my stuff online and sell it. And you made one random photo, which is one of my absolute favorites, to display the size of a drawing that I did. And it looks so perfect. And so it is supposed to be like that. It's one of my favorite photos of all times. And so you have this amazing gift or talent or whatever you want, a skill, whatever you want to call it, to really have the wonderful essential luxury to what you do. The essentials which are important and nothing else. And there was, except for the frame around the photo and a little bit of a vignette. I have no clue how to pronounce it in English, actually. In German, we call it vignette. That was all that you did to the photo. No other photoshopping, no other pretending that there is something that there isn't there.
Well, that's the whole thing. And that's start of the conversation about should and shouldn't and haves and haven't, whatever. The only thing and the only, I actually believe, really, really believe that we need to be authentic, and Well, actually, we talk about it in that podcast with our guests and between us. And that's a core value which we share, authenticity. And that's what is main thing in my work, really.
Yeah.
I want help people to be authentic, or other way around, because they are authentic. I want to help people to see them how great they are when they are authentic.
Yeah.
And I think that's more what it is. They don't need to pretend that they are someone who they are not. Because as you were saying, it's going to be fake. There's not the right feeling. If you love what you do, if you're passionate about what you do, there's no need to pretend anything.
Yeah.
And the only thing is find someone who will help you to create visual representation of your passion.
Yep. I think we need to come back to this and write it down for you. For something
thankfully we've got recording.
Wait, which time was it? Oh, a long time. What? No.
That's the essence of it, I think. And again, whoever listening to us today, please give a comments and talk to us and say if you agree or disagree or your thoughts. We do appreciate that. But,
or if you want if you want to know how to be authentic. Because that's actually, from what we do, how we can help, a very easy process.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, yeah. And speaking of sales pitches, one of the things why we came to this was that I got emails that we discussed because I didn't know what to do with them, because they were emails which pretend to be interested in you as a person, and yet they are straight away cold sales pitches. And in my philosophy, in my values, in what I do, this has nothing to do in my world. So we discussed this because I was insecure what I'm going to do with that. And that led to the shoulds and shouldn't, because in my opinion, especially today, we should not, or this person should not have done this, because it's kind of putting me on a mailing list, which is against GDPR. It's a legal regulation, once again. So that was thing number one. And the second is they might think they should be doing it. I think it's a should not. And that led us to scrap it, because I have the choice. Do I engage with this person and go against my purpose and my values and everything? Or do I just delete it and ignore it? And that is also a part to being authentic. When you are a business owner, you have your values, and you get something like this, decide what's good for you, because it is only you and your business and you yourself that count and that matter. And if it goes against your grain, don't do it.
Again, back to what I said as well. It is important what you like to do, not what someone else wants you to do at the end of the day. And with everything in life, it is coming back to your own decision and to your own integrity and to your own vision. So if your vision is that you're gonna do cold calling, feel free. But if your vision is to work with people who are like-minded and open-minded and looking at holistic business, because I generally believe that is the future. Yeah, I really do. I really believe that holistic business and holistic approach to life in general, that is the future. And I would love to work with those people. But there's plenty for everyone. So I'm sure that there are people who will be more salesy and less salesy, and people who will who will like, I don't know, even, well, you do something different. So you probably narrow down your people who does the same, because I've never met someone who does exactly what you do. So you're safe here. In my life, there's plenty fish in the ocean of photography. But again, it doesn't really matter. We all serve some purpose, and we all serve some customers, and we all will be someone else's cup of tea. And that's cool.
Can I be a cup of coffee, please?
Or a cup of coffee. Or just a hot water.
Yeah.
Yep. Righty. So I guess that for today, we can simply say that this is it. Think about what you should or you shouldn't. Let us know. Or maybe simply think what you like to do in your life, in your business, and go and multiply.
Yeah, go and multiply.
Righty, guys. Really hope you enjoyed our episode, and please join us for the next one.
Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, bye.
Bye.